Okay, I'm sorry. That was an over-exaggerated death.
Yeah. Definitely.
Over-actors would be smacking you in the face, sir.
I just love it when you guys were playing Shadows of the Empire and trying to mimic that scream.
Find the Wilhelm scream?
Yeah.
Well, it's a classic trope of film. Alright, so...
Yeah, I remember when they were talking about Star Wars, about, what was it, Harrison Ford doing something to his foot?
Yeah, he busted up his
Or
ankle.
leg.
And apparently that's the end of the world for some people.
Oh.
Because, heaven forbid... Dude, the guy's 70.
Yeah.
You know, and here's... Like, I remember reading a lot of the comments basically saying that that's the end of the film, basically. Oh, my bad. Ugh. Okay, I feel bad for that death. But... I remember seeing a lot of comments that were just like, oh, the movie's now in jeopardy! You can't have Harrison Ford in it anymore because he's 70, so this is going to put him down for 8 weeks.
Radio's been dead for hours.
Yeah.
But first of all, guys, this isn't the first time he's been injured. You know, he's done a lot of action roles in his time. And two, you don't think that the director has kind of accommodated for this whole aspect at all?
Yeah.
I mean, that's... Okay, what's the melee button? Dang it. Thank you. Killer Axe Finisher. But yeah, that's, like... it's one of those things where I kind of said, like, a collective calm down to the Star Wars community. Just let him recover. Yeah. JJ will work on something else. He'll go work on Mark Hamill's scenes or Carrie Fisher's scenes. I don't think it's the end of Episode 7 or that Episode 7's going to have to get rewritten. Apparently some other people do. I don't get that, but
there it is.
Whatever.
Well, there could probably be a few scenes that maybe Harrison can do, but maybe not the action scenes if there are.
Yeah, he can do, like, sitting down scenes. We were making the joke on radio that they ought to just do a scene where he's in a bar and Greedo's son comes to him and he shoots first again.
Oh,
therefore confirming the internet rumor that, yes, Han did shoot first.
Why are you going up there?
Because I like the view. Actually, I'm wondering if this is the way to go.
I thought you had to do something with the...
Oh, do we?
Something.
I can't light that on fire. I'm a bad girl on fire. I can't light it on fire. Fire.
Speaking of that, I remember in that you guys were sitting at the theater with that Mockingjay trailer and somebody's like, what the heck was that?
Yeah, what the heck was that?
It's
like, dude, seriously, that was the Hunger Games.
I think didn't you have to shoot the pulley?
I don't think I did. Oh, yeah. Look, it's... There we go. I just lit the pulley on fire. I'm so happy with myself. Joe's gonna be like, hi, Laura. Happy. Good. Come on. Ow! This hurts! Why did you light it on fire, Laura? That's the worst Jonah impression ever, and I understand that, and I apologize. Andrea will smack me later.
Shit! This thing's falling apart. Let's get out of here. Stay where you are. It might be them.
No. See, the ship isn't falling apart. Now it's falling apart!
That guy jumped off, it looked like. Oh, no, he didn't. It looked like he almost did. It's like
Come on, buddy. Oh, I kneecapped him. I should be ashamed of myself. Wait, how am I getting hurt? You saw it! There was nothing hurting me!
I know, that was weird.
This game hates me. It's like you haven't played me for so long. How dare you!
Just shut up and get behind something. Help!
What, you think I'm actually going to let you get behind something? No, I'm going to light you on fire. Because that's what a girl on fire does.
That guy just doesn't want to catch on fire.
So speaking of, so were you excited for the Hunger Games Mockingjay trailer?
It was, I would say it was an okay trailer, but I would have loved to see more. I'm hoping a new trailer will come out soon.
There's a new one that's supposed to display District 13.
I think is it kind of like somewhat similar, only it had a little bit more added.
Poor guy.
I'll have to see if I can find which one you're talking about.
But yeah, I still remember when what movie was it we were gonna go see? I think it was it Transformers?
It was probably Transformers.
That we saw it and it was like, what the heck was that about?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's Hunger Games. You didn't get the hint when, you know, you had PETA and Donald Sutherland right there, and you've seen them in 2 freaking movies? I get it that people associate Jennifer Lawrence with the Hunger Games, but you think they're just going to come together for anything but when they're both contracted to the book series?
Unless if he knew, but he's kind of like surprised that was it, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh. Hi, Jonah. Oh, what'd you do?
What's wrong?
Alex should have been back by now.
Of course you should have been back by now.
It's Dr. Whitman.
Why are we saving Nigel Thornberry?
You, Nigel Thornberry here.
We confirmed he is part of them. Why are we saving him?
I don't know.
How many are there?
I don't know.
Are you hurt?
Not going to see anyone.
Must have scared them off. Feel like I've run from
Laura.
And you've barely broken a sweat.
Must be fitter than I thought.
You could have led them straight to us, like you did back at the palace.
What?
That's not how it was, Laura. They caught me while you were getting Sam.
What the hell's this about?
Yeah, Nigel, please tell
They
us.
said it was the only way they'd let you and the others live. I tried to warn you.
We don't have time for this. Look, I don't know what the problem is between the two of you, and to tell you the truth, I don't much care.
I was only hoping.
Look, another word, and I swear to God, I'll start smashing that expensive dentistry of yours.
Stop. If we fight amongst ourselves, then we lose.
I like you, Jonah. Not you, Nigel Thornberry.
Right. Which is why this is not happening, okay?
I'm going after Alex. Where were the tools?
The engine room. Look, he can take care of himself, Laura.
Good. Then we'll be back soon.
Uh-oh, there's trouble in paradise.
Laura, wait. Here, take this bow. I've been saving it for you ever since I found it. It's powerful. Can shoot an arrow into almost anything.
Thank you, Jonah.
Now we are a true girl on fire.
Yeah.
With a compact bow. Or a compound bow. Cool, so we have this now. Do we have the salvage to upgrade it? Let's see. 5 arrows spread. Pull fire on impact. No, I don't want to get that. It's already pretty powerful as is. Okay, so now that we have that...
Laura, the endurance beach on the other side of those cliffs. You can probably use that new bow to make your way there. Maybe on those rocks across from the dock.
Okay, so now we're going to go save the geek, because that's what we do. I'm sorry, geek potential love interest, because they've kind of hinted that there's something going on between the two of them. And please don't tell me I'm the only one that has seen that. Just not possible.
It is like Billy from Power Rangers.
It really is, isn't it?
Almost.
Should make geeks proud. Yes, hot chicks can fall for geeks, okay? Been proven. After all, this hot chick fell for this geek, so, you know, it's proven.
Alex, we were getting worried. I'm gonna need a breaker bar and the rest of my kit. I can't fix this boat without them.
All right, I'm on it.
Lara is heading your way. You should wait for her.
Laura? No, I got this. I'm heading in. Going radio silent.
Alex, what are you doing?
You'll notice that Andrea went quiet. She didn't have anything, but, you know, that doesn't sound too good for Drak, does it?
What?
Not at all.
What, about that conversation they were having?
No, about the fact that I said that hot girls do fall for geeks all the time. After all, this hot girl fell for this geek. It works. Yeah, and again, silence.
Ha ha ha, that's funny.
It's almost like there's trouble in paradise. Like that short story that came up on Pottermore. Ooh, look, segue! So you're a Pottermore subscriber, hon. Why don't you talk about it? Have you read the short story yet?
No, not yet, because I'm in Prisoner of Azkaban right now.
Okay, so from what you've heard about it,
I think it comes in Heart of Goblet of Fire somewhere.
no, it's not. It's a sequel one. It's
Well, yeah, but where it's revealed.
oh,
I guess I'll have to dig it out.
because it's based after Deathly Gallows.
Although I think it's like a story written by Rita Skeeter, but
Yeah, the short story is a story, like a gossip article by Rita Skeeter.
oh yeah, it'll be interesting to read.
Aww.
But no, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
So, do you give any credence to the kind of the rumors that say that, like, basically JK is looking to do more Harry Potter books, and if she's going to do another Harry Potter book, that Daniel Radcliffe should come back, even though he won't?
Well, I don't know about movie.
Well, I mean, we're already going to get a movie. We're getting Fantastic Creatures
Well, yeah.
and How to Find Them.
Oh, you mean Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
Yes, but, like, people are already saying, you know, there should be a sequel book in the Harry Potter series, and JK's already said, you know, I'm not interested in doing that.
Well, if she were to make a sequel, she was still kind of considering not focusing on Harry's story.
Yeah,
Somebody else.
but, like, some people have actually said, okay, well, then Daniel needs to come back, and Daniel's already said he's not coming back. He's afraid it'll typecast him further. I wish I could make this crap up, guys, but that's really his concern. So do you think they should do more Harry Potter movies, like, based on Harry, or should they just focus on other parts of the universe?
Well, I like the idea of the Fantastic Beasts. That'd be an interesting. Although I would be more interested if they actually managed to do movies on the Tales of Beetle the Bard
That should do it.
story versions.
What the hell are we gonna tell you?
Because I would be.
No!
I would love to see the Tales of the Brothers in a movie.
I think the most perspective you're probably going to get is Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, but
I really don't think you're going to get anything more than this. Oh! And there's a tomb nearby. It's been a while since we've been in a tomb. And we're a tomb raider, so let's go. Sounds like a plan, Andrea? Let's do it.
This was used by scribes of the Chinese royal court.
Cool. That's some
I
epic
mean,
loot.
I know the most recent thing that I read on Pottermore was just getting the updates on Gilderoy Lockhart's character. And I kind of laugh at some of the things that he did when he was in school.
I don't laugh at anything Gilderoy Lockhart.
Really?
Nope. He was a big pain in the butt.
No wonder where he got that personality from.
Because that's him.
Because that's how he viewed himself, that he think he was always important.
Exactly, that's his problem. He wasn't. He never did anything of huge value. Sorry, but I'm gonna say it. What's in here?
Yeah, to get himself in detention for putting big letters in the Quidditch field area of his own name.
Yeah, of course. I could see him doing that. Ooh, more loot! More loot! Give it to me. Oh, another big chest.
Singed around the edges. What happened to your owner?
Yeah.
Why would there be a stuffed bunny?
That's not exactly an artifact. I'm sorry.
How on earth do you get a stuffed bunny as an artifact?
I'm glad I'm not the only one that has the question about that. Ooh, 2 out of 3 rifle parts. That'll be helpful. Because we're going to be using the rifle a lot later on. So while I'm thinking about it, another story that I do know that people have wanted our commentary on, and I've commented on it in radio, but I did want to give Andrea a chance to comment, was the whole deal with the IESF and the fact that they flubbed and made it so that girls could not be part of the tournament. I love the joke we made on radio. They basically put up that big 10-year-old poster in wood saying no girls allowed with a U and a Z. And I even made the joke of no girls allowed. It's like no dogs allowed. So what was your, you know a basic kind of concept of this story. What is your viewpoint on it, Andrea?
So basically what they're saying is...
Ooh, indie music.
Yeah, the music. So basically what they say is like that girls can't even go into it.
The original concept was that they had decided to segregate them off and have men and women's tournaments. The problem was that the men's list was huge and had lots of games on it, but the women's tournament only had 2 games. And those 2 games, very few women were interested in signing up for. Now, we should clarify that got fixed, but at the same time, it was just like a big statement of, how women are treated in the field of gaming and whether or not gaming tournaments as a whole should separate the two. Because, like in men and women's sports like volleyball and basketball and gymnastics, there's a reason to separate them. But it almost makes you think when the only thing you use, the only part of your body that's used is your hands, playing on a controller or on a keyboard, is there any real reason to separate them?
I don't see any reason why. I wonder why the people who decided to come up with this event of some sort, what they're thinking on how men and women, when it comes to gaming.
Well, they blamed it on the fact that they had like these established rules and they wanted to follow them, but then they caved on that pretty quick. So overall, I mean, it made the people of the IESF look kind of dinky, like they made a stupid call and they weren't really willing to admit it. But I mean, it really is one of those things where like I'm one of those people that think that like Major League Gaming, there should not be a separation because there's no real reason to do it. There's no physical differences at this given point. The major difference is how you play the game and how good you are at it and how much you use strategy, etc., etc. Am I right on that? Am I not right on that?
This was part of the research facility.
Well, are you meaning to say, like...
Were they sent here to investigate the storms?
Ooh, big green button.
Do not push the green button.
The power's still on. How is that possible?
Well, that water's deadly.
So you're basically saying that girls and guys can't be, like, on, like, a same team of some sort?
I think they could be. I actually think that'd be a great idea. I'm saying there shouldn't be a separation in gaming. Like, if you were talking Connect, which Connect is not really a tournament thing to my knowledge, then we'd have something. But I think that's still a very loose definition, too.
There's a green button.
Oh, is there a green button? Press the green button.
Well, I guess there's one thing. First,
To be a way across this water.
I would think that you could, you know, do a separation thing, like say if you're playing a certain game, see how well guys can handle a certain game.
Yeah, but this was...
And then a girl's, you know, when they play the same game, just... And then there are, you know, times you can say, oh, I can, you know, have a guy and a girl on a team versus another guy and a girl on a separate team or whatever.
So you would have a problem with... Basically what you're saying is you wouldn't have a problem with separating them, just make it make sense.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on the type of challenge or what kind of game you're playing, if you wanted to...
Well, like, for example, some of the games that they were being segregated from were like Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
And you've played Hearthstone.
Yeah.
There really isn't a reason to separate at that point. You could have men and women facing off against each other.
Yeah.
And so that's one of those things where, like, why didn't they? Well, they blamed old rules, but, you know...
Oh, I remember this puzzle.
Yes, I'm trying to remember myself.
You have to get over to the other side and shoot it and bring the raft over.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I just remembered.
It took us a while to figure this puzzle out.
Yeah, this one took a while. Because personally, like, with Major League Gaming becoming more and more popular, I don't see a reason...
Go around to the other side. No, the other way. Yeah, go around there.
Like I was saying before, I mean, with Major League Gaming hitting the mainstream, I don't see a reason to separate men and women on the teams.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's not really a whole lot of reason to do that. Because some of the bigger Major League Gaming games are like League of Legends. You know, League of Legends, no separation. That's a PC game. Or like Hearthstone. You know, don't do that.
I mean, I think it'd be kind of interesting if you were playing this game, for example, and you're having guys playing this game, and then seeing how girls fared playing this game. You know, like, just see, you know, what kind of games that guys can do better over girls or vice versa in certain types of different platform games. Or
yeah. So you're overall, I kind of know this of you, but you're not mad at the IESF for being sexist or whatever. You don't...
Well, I'm just kind of surprised that, you know, that the guys get a huge list of... Oh, yeah, bring it over there.
Yep.
Like, they get a huge list of what kind of games, and the girls only got, like, 2 games.
Yeah, and fighting games that weren't really all that played amongst women.
And it just makes you wonder, like, are these guys thinking that girls should not be part of it?
It was one of the thoughts that crossed the mind. It's just, it's stupidity.
No, pull it out.
There it is.
Yeah.
I look at the story and go, this is stupidity on the part of everybody involved. It really is.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I think it's a big deal. I think it's something that needs to be addressed in Major League Gaming before it becomes even more popular, but this was definitely our bad from the IESF.
Yeah, now you...
Okay, so... Oh, yeah, that's right. So what I gotta do is basically make it so that it's resting on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that gonna be enough?
I think you had to...
Yeah, that works.
Woo. Now you can swim across to the other side.
Swim across to the other side. Alright, let's do this. Like, I'm not saying that you will probably see, like, Tomb Raider tournaments or anything like that, but, like, Call of Duty, you're definitely going to see that.
Uh-huh.
Street Fighter, you're definitely going to see that. Because there are both men and women fans of that. But yeah, I just think it was an overall stupid on the IESF's part. There we go. And
A storage room. Artifacts from an ancient tomb. What were they looking for?
da 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 da.